Passing in FC26 feels cleaner, sharper, and more responsive than ever. With more control over one-touch passes and smarter player movement, Tiki-Taka is now one of the most dangerous ways to break down your opponent. To truly master Tiki-Taka, you need to understand the shape, the rhythm, and the mindset behind it. It all starts with structure. Tiki-Taka lives and dies by the triangle. Wherever the ball is, you want two clear passing options, one deeper for support and one either forward or wide to progress. This three-player setup forms your passing triangle, giving you passing lanes in all directions, even under pressure. EA even designed this Tiki-Taka playstyle around this triangle shape, giving you quicker, cleaner one-touch passing and reduced error when playing tight. Even the silver version of the playstyle gives you a huge advantage in fast ball circulation. A major mistake most players make with this passing setup is passing in straight lines with no second passing option. When that one passing lane gets blocked, the whole play collapses. In triangle setups though, you can bait the defenders out with more than one passing option, punishing their aggressiveness and leaving the defense exposed. This tiny gesture becomes incredibly deceptive, especially when used to lure pressure and release your third man forward. You might be wondering how I always have passing options available and how my triangles stay intact even under pressure. Because here's the real fact. No matter how clean your passing is, if your players aren't positioned well enough, those triangles will collapse even before they form. This is why your formation is absolutely crucial. Personally, I've been using the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow since the day one in FC26, and it's been the perfect setup to enjoy this style of Tiki-Taka passing. To help you get started, we've put together a completely free in-depth formation guide on our Guide Plus, covering full tactics and showing you how to play offensively and defensively using this powerful shape. And if you are really serious about improving in FC26, our Season Pass to Guide Plus gives you access to every piece of educational content we create throughout the year. With our Season Pass, we give you over 10 comprehensive courses on different aspects of the game, with over 100 lessons to learn from in FC26. Everything you need is linked in the description below, so don't miss it. Tiki-Taka isn't just about passing, it's about timing. Yes, one-touch passing is really strong in FC26, but that doesn't mean you have to spam it mindlessly. Sometimes you want to go fast when you are switching play or creating overloads. Other times, the smartest move to pause for a second, let the defender step out and then punish the gap behind them. In FC26, the best players just don't pass quickly, they pass intelligently. What most players get wrong in FC26 is thinking that Tiki-Taka is fast passing only, but they pass, and then run straight into a wall. True Tiki-Taka mixes tempo, speed when needed, patience when smarter. So now you got the shape, you got the rhythm, but Tiki-Taka still breaks down if your team stands still. Movement is what makes it dangerous. This is where good players become great, because Tiki-Taka just doesn't depend on your passing. It actually depends on what happens after the pass. Most players pass and stand still. That is probably a dead end. After each pass, press L1 or LB to make your players continue with their run. This creates a dynamic movement that drags defenders out of position. On the flip side, if you're under pressure or need to create a safe passing option, use R1 or RB to bring a teammate short. These two inputs will give you full control over shape and tight spaces. Now that you've built your triangle, controlled the rhythm, and triggered movement, the defense starts to crack. The field stretches, passing lane appears, and now it's time to strike. This is the moment Tiki-Taka builds toward. It's not just about passing for possession. It's about waiting for the exact moment to split the defense. That moment comes when the defender oversteps or a gap opens between the lines. That is your cue to release the through ball or drive a pass between the defenders to hit your runner. Don't rush it. Many players break the rhythm by forcing the final ball early. If the window isn't clear, go for one extra pass. That extra touch often pulls the defense just far enough to open the real chance. So let's put it all together in a final example. So here we're running down on the wing and we are going to try to find an opening in behind a defensive line, but here, as you can see, the opponent is actually back on its track, so we have to find some really good options here to be able to create the opportunity to break down the defense. And in that case, Tiki-Taka is what I use to break down the opponent. So I actually take a look at my options here, and I have this passing option once and then twice, and I need to create some triangles between them so that I can force the opponent to commit to some mistakes. Here, the triangle isn't sufficient enough because there's someone in between when I pass the ball towards the back. So instead of passing the ball forward, I will try to find another triangle that will open up the Tiki-Taka option, which will allow me to break the defense. So what I do here is that I don't pass the ball immediately, which is the main reason why you shouldn't always do this, just because you're thinking, okay, Tiki-Taka is fast-paced passing, one-touch passing. You don't do this, and then you can hold on to the ball for a second if you're not under any pressure or if you don't have a direct passing option. In that case, I am trying to reveal the next option I have, because if I just immediately try to push the ball and then just send it towards forward, that would fail me, which is why I take a look at the other side and I see another triangle that could appear like this or around here. So what I do here, I take a second to get the ball back, and then I will simply pass the ball towards the other side. I will identify another triangle which is around here, because if I do so, then I will have the opportunity to pass towards here or even towards here to be able to go with the one-touch passing. And I start passing towards the back here, one-touch pass, and then while the ball is traveling, I took another look, and then this passing option appears, this passing option appears, which is why I go for the one-touch pass, the very easy one. And again, as the ball is traveling, I took another look, and as you see, the opponent is actually trying to become really aggressive here, which we are going to use. Once the opponent gets aggressive, you can deliver the ball towards the side, and then you see another triangle appears, and then depending on this player's movement, then the gap in the back is going to appear around here, which you can use again. So what we do here, we pass the ball towards our midfielder and then take a look at it, and as you can see, their aggressiveness is not punishable because they have forced their midfielder out of their position here. And now they have selected their defender, center back. Once more, they are getting outnumbered, which is why we will pass the ball instantly back towards our cam player here. You see the defender is getting out of his position and opens up the gap. And this is why I could have actually passed the ball once more to complete the godlike Tiki-Taka to be able to show you the exact thing. But I think just getting the ball towards your cam player or striker who is really efficient with the shooting stats, or in that case, Mase has really good finesse opportunity here, which is why I shot the ball here. But I should have passed the ball to the midfield again to be able to create the ultimate Tiki-Taka. But it is what it is, and now with that, we score the goal. One other offensive aspect that is completely insane this year is dribbling in FC 26. If you want to learn how to dribble like a pro, check out one of our latest videos that appears on your screen right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, take care and peace.